You lied about cancer, man. You are so low. My oh my, did I wake up to a surprise today. Boogie, my favorite person on the internet,
Fatty for life.
proves again that he's the biggest piece of shit on planet Earth. So basically last night, Destiny decided to go on the lolcow podcast and confront Boogie on his bullshit. Let's watch Boogie lie in real time.
Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight. I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Okay, let's hear that. He's already shit. This motherfucker's fucked.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia. Can you explain?
Well, then why would he call it? Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why?
I don't think the doctor called it that. I think he told him, okay, I'm gonna go inside the mind of a fucking pathological liar. He did the blood test and like, oh my god, you have polycythemia. Oh, but don't worry about it. It's not cancer, okay? You have secondary polycythemia. You don't have polycythemia vera. And he was like, polycythemia vera is that similar to the secondary one? Is it very similar to the cancer one? And he just rolled with it. This is this person. This is who this motherfucker is.
Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
Well, if he ordered a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be weird that you told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation. If it
Because
has been
the
confirmed,
markers are in my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood.
correct.
Destiny.
But you said that you'd received a diagnosis, but now you just told me that you got a bone marrow biopsy to
It's
confirm.
a diagnosis, and now we're confirming.
Sure.
It's called a confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep. So I think what happened is, Boogie, based on everything,
biopsy, because I'm wanting to do that.
You confirm 2 years later? Like that's how this guy thinks that's how cancer works? You just confirm it 2 years later? Okay, cool. And the problem is he already said that he had cancer 2 years ago. So I don't have a confirmation, but I have cancer. Okay, cool.
Because I'm praying to God I don't fucking have cancer.
He doesn't care.
I'm praying to God I'm taking the one.
Okay, now he's praying that he doesn't have cancer. But initially he said he does have cancer. Sound.
In a million fucking chance that they're fucking wrong, and that there's another reason that I have the hormone fucking imbalances in my blood.
yeah, why are you praying to God 2 years after you said that you have cancer, that you don't have cancer?
Because 2 years ago, they told me I have polycythemia vera based on
That's a lie. I know that's a lie. This makes no sense. Bless you, you fucking piece of shit.
the fact that I had increased red blood cell counts, increased hemoglobin, and the hormone markers in my blood. And it all spelled pretty definitively that I have this. And so he wanted to get a bone marrow biopsy, but it is intrusive and expensive, so they decided to forego it. I would like to still get it done because I am hopeful, I am praying that there's a fucking merciful God of the world that would be willing to fucking let this be wrong. Even though it most...
Yeah. So here's what's happening. He's hopeful that it's wrong because he already knows it's wrong. He's lying to probably make a GoFundMe to get even more money and then be like, good news, guys, I don't actually have cancer. I hate this guy.
certainly is not.
So why are you talking about expensive cancer treatments if they don't even know if you have cancer? That nothing has been confirmed yet. It's been 2 years.
It, dipshit.
They're not. How are they?
How the fuck do you treat something you don't know you have, you fucking moron?
Treating it for 2 fucking years.
How are they treating it, Boogie?
Blood test, blood thinners, bloodletting, medications.
What? I'm pretty sure that if someone that's, I don't fucking know this guy's weight, fat as fuck, they do get prescribe blood thinners. That's not a cancer treatment. Blood test, that's not a cancer treatment. Like, what the fuck is he saying?
They're trying to get my weight
Correct.
down. I'm
Yes.
seeing the doctor every 3 fucking months. I'm doing blood.
Yeah, they're trying to get your weight down because you're morbidly obese. They will try to get your weight down regardless. You seeing your doctors every month doesn't fucking matter because someone like you would see the doctor every fucking week, month, whatever.
blood test every fucking month. We're doing it.
Yep.
So they don't know
What
if
do
you
you
have
wanna
cancer
know?
or not. So can I
You want to
understand
hold
this?
my fucking hand?
Well, sure. So
Yeah,
I mean, I can explain. So I can explain everything, right? So
right.
Boogie has a condition
Go
called
right ahead.
polycythemia, which means there's an elevation in his.
Polycythemia vera.
No.
The one that I don't know that I have that one. What the fuck?
You fuck, you fat fuck. I want to hear the guy that actually knows something.
Polycythemia vera.
Destiny,
He
go
knows
ahead.
more about my fucking medical
Yes,
diagnosis
yes,
than
I
I do.
guarantee- well,
Go
he's-
right the fuck ahead. I was in the
I'm so incredulous. Oh my god. Go right ahead. You know better than me.
fucking room. My girlfriend was in the fucking room and they told me, so go
You
right
are
the fuck ahead,
filibustering.
Destiny. Go right the
You
fuck
are
ahead.
Yo, be
filibustering,
nice,
sir.
be nice,
Okay,
Boogie.
yeah, I will go ahead. Okay, so I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things that you'll find. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused a increase in him developing this condition. So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. That doesn't not for this particular cancer. It won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia.
It's a done deal. And he's mentioned that he is taking TRT. And he's fat, so he probably has sleep apnea, so they just fit.
The second thing that he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia, which is a lower count of, or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells. All of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer, and the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy.
And now I'm gonna fumble and say nothing that makes any fucking sense.
2 years after wait, 2 years
Yes,
after.
may I-
Wait, let me just finish real quick. Let me finish real quick. Wait, real quick.
He's not done. He's not done.
Yeah,
Gangster
2 years
beats.
ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you've just said
did.
now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer.
Confirmation.
2 years later, you fat piece of shit.
Wait, is this
Confirmation,
House
Destiny.
MD? Are we treating a blood cancer
I
without
love that
actually
show.
confirming it yet? For 2 years, you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Because it was in my blood markers, and that's pretty goddamn definitive. You can Google that, Destiny.
I don't think this guy understands what definitive fucking means. I do not think he understands what definitive means.
When you have the hormones, when you have the hormone in the blood that is produced by this cancer, it's pretty goddamn definitive. It doesn't show up for just the shit sakes of it.
He's making a case for the secondary polycythemia, but it's funny.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Boogie, you want to keep saying you're the patient, you know what your body has.
Yes.
But when I go to the doctor, they give me shit like this,
Yep.
which is like papers.
Because I was going to say,
that tell
Boogie
me
can end this whole thing. Show me a
exactly the
single
diagnosis.
document with polycythemia vera on it. You don't have one. I don't think the doctor ever diagnosed you with it. And
Can I ask you something, Destiny? Is it possible that when the doctor was seeing him, they were asking you could have polycythemia, if I'm saying it correctly, or polycythemia
Is that the
vera,
rich guy?
but
Who
you
the fuck
don't
is this
have
guy?
the
I don't know.
cancer version. You have this version.
correct.
There
So,
is
that-
own
polycythemia
I'm
vera
asking
is
him. I'm
only-
asking him. Is it? It could be like a lost in translation type situation.
yeah. So polycythemia just means you have an elevation of red blood cells. That's all it means. Your red blood
Okay.
cell count is high. And
So
I
you
think
can
that
just be fat and sleep apnea can create
sleep
that. It
apnea
sounds
could
right.
do it. Yeah, anything.
Yeah,
Like that
fair.
could cause it. And the fact that Boogie said, we knew that when I was taking TRT, this was a risk of that.
Just exposing himself. He's just exposing himself.
That means that that risk is to develop secondary polycythemia. That was the risk, and then that is what ended up happening, unfortunately. But it's not cancer. That was induced because of just a low oxygenation of the blood.
So why? Explain to me, Destiny, why there are markers, hormone markers in my blood that have tested positively for polycythemia vera.
That's the case. You didn't need the confirmation. You're dying, and your bone marrow fucking shit doesn't make any sense.
If there was, then he wouldn't have.
Look at one of your medical papers, dude.
Yeah,
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers.
Oh, there we go. I'm not showing any of these motherfuckers. Okay. A liar, a piece of shit. Cool.
My medical paper. Go fuck yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny, Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die.
Oh yeah, as if on the fucking documentary he didn't fucking list off everything he has on his phone. Let's pretend you didn't do that, you fucking piece of shit.
High blood pressure, history of gastric bypass, intestinal malabsorption, vitamin D sufficiency, because like most gamers, I hate the sun, morbid obesity,
It's my fucking
It's right
goddamn medical
there.
record.
It-
I've
like you
given
see
you
this
every
wrong.
goddamn
This is
phone
right
call.
there.
I've given you every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better. I'm not gonna fucking do it. Go fuck yourselves.
You could
Go
easily
fuck
end
yourselves.
this right
I would
now by
rather-
just
I
showing
would
the
rather you
diagnosis.
motherfuckers. I would rather you motherfuckers continue to LARP. I would rather you mother.
It's dude, the level of projection on this one individual is crazy because he knows he's the one who's lying, but he's like, yeah, you guys can LARP, which is basically make pretend, make believe.
Motherfuckers continue to LARP.
Okay, well, no,
Then they
well,
have
here's
the
an easy
last
question.
Goddamn thing.
Uh-huh.
The last goddamn thing.
You're the one
last
who accused
piece
of
of
LARPing.
fucking security I have in the fucking world.
Last piece of security. You self-righteous piece of shit. You have nothing. Cause you are a fucking piece of shit. You have no integrity. You lied about cancer, man. You are so low.
So the
You're the one being
easy
accused of
thing here is if there are blood markers that definitively confirm polycythemia vera as a blood cancer, then why are they doing a biopsy?
Because I'm
Ooh.
insisting on it. Because I'm
Drop the
hoping.
microphone.
No, wait. Why would you have to insist on a biopsy if you can confirm with a with blood markers? It's because you can't.
Because I'm hoping that I are wrong.
If
Oh, he's hoping that the thing that confirmed his shit that he tweeted about is now wrong. That's how it works. That's how it works. God is gonna make you good.
you're
hoping
hoping they're
they're
wrong, then why
wrong.
2 years ago were you talking about fighting cancer? Why would you be talking
Because
about
I
like
have been for 2 years.
fighting
Destiny.
cancer? How? With what? With
Listen.
blood thinners?
Oh, this one's for you, Boogie.
Because
I-
oh god damn it. Because you treat polycythemia vera almost identically to the way that you treat polycythemia. Because you can't
Drop
attack
this
the
champ.
cancer
I don't think that's true. I do not think that's true.
directly. All you can do is treat the symptoms. And the symptoms are identical to polycythemia. Because it's the same fucking thing with the exception of one's getting caused by an external source and the other's being caused by fucking cancer. And in this case it's getting caused by fucking cancer.
Isn't that convenient? They're basically the same thing, but I have the worst one. But I don't want to prove the worst one. So fuck you. Boogie, suck my dick 88.
Cancer, Destiny.
So I do think there are
Sorry.
different treatments available for polycythemia vera, and I think that the outcomes for that are significantly worse than just having it induced by some other thing like sleep apnea or
course.
hypoxia. But I mean,
Of
if you
course,
wanted to,
but
if you
the
wanted to,
treatment plan is pretty identical.
Yeah,
the
so-
treatment plan is pretty identical.
so if there are two huge things. So one, you could show it to a private party and they could confirm, somebody like Keemstar. But two, the issue is that if you want to keep your medical issues to yourself, I think everybody is entitled to that right, obviously. But if you're going to
I
come
should have
out,
never talked about it to begin with. I should have never talked about it to begin with.
He's doing the thing. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, my. But it happened already, so it doesn't matter. Ah, my bad. It happened. Oof. Shouldn't have done it. It happened.
well, hold on.
This-
No,
you know,
wait,
this-
no, hold
I
on.
was
Stop,
gonna do a GoFundMe.
stop. Hold
One of
on.
the reasons I was going to do a GoFundMe was
Of course. GoFundMe. Give me more money. Different lie.
because they verify, for the record.
Ooh, yeah, they do.
verify?
Sure,
So
dude.
that would be the third
think
party
they
that I would
Yeah,
go
so
for.
GoFundMe does not do the best verification, as has been proven multiple times in the past. But the issue is that you say that you shouldn't have talked about it. But the fact is that you did. You did the day that you got the diagnosis. You were like, well, I was considering doing this, but I just got my diagnosis today. So you
No,
weren't
I
considering. You
sat
did it
on- I sat on
instantly.
it for a while. I sat on it for a while.
Wait,
I
on
sat
your
on it for a
tweet,
while.
did you not say that I got my diagnosis today
It's a bit of a lie. You know, it's a bit of a lie, this thing. It's a bit of a lie.
and then talk about it?
They told me. Okay.
Lying. That's the lying.
They told me in the office that they were worried about it. Then they did the blood tests. Then yes, I did tweet about it on the day that I got confirmation. But I sat on it for a couple of months before.
How do you sit on it if you say it the day you got confirmation? Oh wait, he lies about everything.
Or for a couple of weeks before talking about it because it took a while for us to get the blood results.
So you sat on it when you didn't know the answer? That's not called sitting on it. That's just called waiting for an answer. Also, if you were so keen on diagnosing whether you had cancer or not, why would you wait 2 years to get the biopsy?
I've never followed my Twitter before, but I tend to tweet shit as it happens.
Pretend he didn't say that. Pretend what he's saying makes any fucking sense. What the fuck, dude? I tweet as it happens. I sat on it for a couple of weeks.
This one I started
Real-time news, motherfucker.
I don't understand why you're waiting. I don't understand why you wait 2 years.
Solid cancer diagnosis.
Cancer's pretty fucking serious.
There is no cancer.
Cancer's pretty fucking
It's secondary polycythemia. There is no cancer here. There's no proof of it. You can't show anybody proof of it because it's not real. And yeah, I don't know. As somebody that
Oh yeah, you can show it. Oh yeah, I can show it. I can show it, but I won't, you know.
like his mom had cancer. It's just a little bit gross, I feel like, when people are talking publicly about fighting cancer.
Can I ask Boogie, is it possible that you just jumped the gun on releasing your diagnosis thing?
No.
You don't think you jumped the gun a little bit?
No, dude. No, I know, okay? I know. That's why I'm confirming it 2 years later. Confirming it bullshit. Fuck you.
Anything is possible, sure.
I just don't understand.
It's possible that I lied about everything, but I am so far gone that I can't do anything. I'm just gonna keep lying and hide my medical records.
Why you won't just go grab a piece of paper and just disprove them?
Because I don't have
all these feelings.
He has nothing with those words on it.
Number two, and like I said a year ago, when these motherfuckers tried to get
Hold on.
This is the one last thing I have.
You don't have any last thing, you fucking piece of shit. You exposed your medical shit prior in the fucking documentary. Stop grandstanding, you fat piece of shit.
Excuse
You
me.
motherfuckers were in my marriage. You guys were in everything else. You're in every aspect of my life. Fuck you. Let me have one goddamn thing.
Let me have cancer. Just let me have this one thing. Okay, let me lie about this. That's what he's saying. He's literally in real time saying, let me lie about this.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Tomorrow. Lead. Boogie lies about cancer than to hand this shit over to you pieces of shit.
Oh, I would rather be called a liar than be proven a liar. That's the thought process.
That's just. I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Go ahead, print it, Dexterdo. Go ahead and print it.
Can you get your patient portal up on your phone and like?
Hey, that's all he wants. He just wants attention. It doesn't matter what type of attention. This motherfucker is a piece of shit. He's embraced being a piece of shit. That's his life from now on. He doesn't have cancer. He's a lying piece of shit. He's a scammer. Wonder what he'll do next.
Send it to Tommy
and I'm not going to.
He's never doing that. He does not have a cancer diagnosis. There is 0% chance that he has one. Remember, every leading thing for this cancer diagnosis the doctor talked about has to do with secondary polycythemia. The sleep apnea was a contributor to that, and the TRT was a contributor to that.
Except for the hormone markers in my blood. Except for
yeah, but if you had hormone markers for it, that's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later, or it wasn't definitive, and you would have gotten a biopsy 2 years later instead of saying they're treating you for cancer for 2 years. You just said before that you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy they don't need?
I don't know if you heard of this, Destiny. I just got a bit of a windfall.
Ooh.
Might have heard about it.
Yeah, you may have heard of it.
We have,
What's that? What's a
he
windfall?
did a $10,000 crypto scam using partly his...
Unironically, he's boasting about being a scammer now. What an exemplary individual.
And now you're being confronted. And now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies on internet history.
I can't take it seriously.
And you won't prove it?
No.
You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the internet.
And it's not, but go ahead and print it anyway. Go ahead and print it anyway. I pretty much prove it. None of you motherfuckers.
Fucking prove it.
2 years ago, and I'm not doing it today. Go right ahead. Print it. Print it the way it is. Go right ahead.
Print it. Run it.
I'm okay with that.
So
Print it, yes. Give me some more attention, because I'm a piece of shit. XD. I do not wish harm on people. But my God, this guy is making it very difficult.
So I guess just to wrap up, because we don't want to take all you guys' time tonight.
Very
so just as
busy
a couple
people.
things, right? So the story as laid out,
Yes.
if you look up secondary polycythemia versus
Yes.
polycythemia vera, all of the leading things that Boogie talks about leading to his condition are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not the mutation that would cause polycythemia vera. The things that Boogie says that his doctor wants him to check for afterwards, like doing a sleep study, are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not primary polycythemia.
also
And the fact that he says, I'm almost done.
yeah.
The fact that he says that he had the blood markers or something to confirm it 2 years ago, but is now getting a biopsy for secondary confirmation, even though he says he doesn't have the money for medical bills, but I guess now that he does have money, he's going to waste all of it on biopsying things that are already confirmed, or at least confirmed enough that he wanted to talk about it publicly for 2 years ago, and then use it to fundraise the money that he now has so that he can do the biopsy that I don't
Where
even
did
think
they
he's doing, by
fundraise?
the way. I don't
Where
think
did
he's
they
actually doing that
fundraise? Where did
biopsy.
they
I think that's a lie as well.
Where did they
And
fundraise?
if you wanted
Just
to disprove
summarize.
if you wanted to disprove
Jesse.
it, all he has to do is show a private party this
Well,
particular
let
medical
me-
thing, and yeah, and it would be.
And I never
That's
will.
also fraud.
Just
That's
my
just
medical
fraud.
record.
To
Listen.
summarize, Jesse, you're basically saying he's kind of unlucky he doesn't have cancer.
I mean, for this particular case, yeah. I mean, if he wants, here, I'll do this. If Boogie can confirm,
Hold
that
on.
if Boogie can confirm that he has polycythemia vera,
Wait.
and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
No fucking way. No fucking- you-
Hey, you need
10,000.
money.
You're
You
not
can't-
seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical.
Yeah. Then this is the final nail in the fat fucking coffin. This motherfucker just lies without any fucking hesitation. 5K, Boogie! You don't need to scam anyone, but you're already scamming everyone. This is done. This is about it. This is the most I can take from this piece of shit. I don't know who needed more confirmation, but now this guy is the biggest piece of shit on YouTube. GG, fuck you, Boogie. I've been Ruz, and I'm out. Bye-bye.